Hi guys, it's Annie, aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to give you episode 6 of my 50k challenge. That's where I turn 5k to 50k on my demo account. Let's get straight into it. So just to revisit this 50k demo account, I'm trying to turn 5k to 50k on my demo account. I'm still using the same risk management, the same swing trading strategies that I've used in my live account, but it's just a 5k to 50k account that I'm trying to grow. Now, as you know, from the last couple of weeks, I've had a couple of string of bad trades, and that left me in a position where I think last week I was on £4,600. So I was down about £400 from my initial funded account. Remember, the account started at £5,080, so I was down about £600. About £400. So I had to claw some of that back. So I decided to take a short trade with Flutter Entertainment. Now, if you guys watch any of my live stream videos, I do live stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Then you know that I've been talking about Flutter Entertainment for quite some time. And I said that this was a prime stock to short because of all the regulations coming on in the gambling industry. So I decided to take a short trade to try and claw back some of the profits. And spoiler alert, as you can see from the top right hand corner here, I made quite a lot of money out of it. And the short was warranted because it tanked, and I made about 500 quid. But let me show you my account and show you how much money I've been made so far. So here's the account history of my demo account. As you can see, over the last 30 days, you can see some of the bad trades that I made that I spoke about in episode, I think it was episode 5 and 4. I had a string of bad trades, which was started with Dollar Tree, then British Land, and then also Groupon, and now and then Australia's 200 index. So I needed to claw this back. So I took a short trade on Flutter Entertainment, which made a profit of £542. Now I'm going to show you why I took that trade. There was a combination of reasons why I took this trade, but it was primarily because of a combination between the fundamentals and the technicals all aligning to tell me that this trade looked like a short. So first of all, in April coming up, the Gambling Commission are going to ban credit card payments to be made to credit your gambling account. So this will prevent people that have serious gambling problems from being able to use credit to fund their accounts, which I think is a good thing. But this will also mean that it's going to eat into a lot of profits of these gambling companies. Now, in addition to that, a lot of hedge funders, a lot of institutional traders were shorting Flutter Entertainment, and this was probably as a result of this Gambling Commission verdict. So with both of that information, armed with that information, and also armed with the information that the share price of Flutter Entertainment had been growing steadily for quite some time, and then it recently broken out of this ascending channel pattern resistance line. Support line. I thought this was a prime opportunity to take a short position because, one, the fundamentals say that their earnings are going to be down. 2, institutional traders are shorting it, which is a good sign for us. And 3, the technicals are telling me it was selling off as well. So all of that information married together, I thought this was a great short trade, and lo and behold, I was right. I think I got in at around here, and I got out around here. So I really just maximized my position. I could have made a little bit more, but I didn't want to be greedy. So I think I got in around here. I made about 20%, or just over 1,000 pips. No, not 1,000 pips, just over 500 pips, which was a good short in my opinion. I think that there was more that could have been made if I hadn't been a bit too trigger happy, because I could have made up to 2,000 pips. But you know, I have a history of getting out of trades a little bit early, even profitable trades. So I should have held my position a little bit longer and I would have made more, but I'm happy with what I made so far. So now I'm starting to look for some other positions that I can take, given that now coronavirus is picking up even more. I still think there could be more selling off, but I'm just waiting to see if there's any other positions I could take. And if you're interested in following and tracking all of the trades that I make for my 50k challenge, I actually post in my Discord group that I run with infinite investors called Pip Talk all of the trades that I make for the 50k challenge, so you can follow it in real time and see which ones that are, what positions I took, the position size, where my stop loss is, and the eventual results of these trades. I try and keep a log of all these trades on the 50k challenge channel on my Pip Talks Discord server. So if you want to join that, the link is in the description section below. So I thought I'd change the format just a little bit and now cover some of the stocks that I'm looking at to potentially trade for my next 50k challenge trade. So right now, the DAX had a kind of like a dead cat bounce. It clawed back a lot of the gains that it lost over Thursday's sell-off, and Friday it started climbing back up. And that's primarily because if you look at the weekly chart, if you look at the monthly chart, the DAX found the support at near where the 180-day simple moving average was. So that's where it decided to recoil and find support. And this was a previous support as well. If you look at here, this was a previous support here, and then it kind of made the previous support here, and it's also when the 180-day simple moving average acted as a support on the monthly chart. So on the 4-hour chart, what I see though, this is not the best situation to trade in because it's just a lot of like tweezers and stuff like that, and the candlesticks are just kind of indecisive as to what it wants to do. But if you go down a little bit further and you go something like the 30-minute chart, what I'm seeing here is potentially a converging wedge. Now this may be a bit early to say so, but what I'm hoping to see, what I think I might see, is something like, I don't know. This is all kind of speculation at the moment, but hopefully, not hopefully, but I think the price is just ricocheting, and it's going to make a decision once it converges. Now, I've actually made a video about converging wedges and how to capitalize off of them. So if you check that out, then you'll see that if once a converging wedge comes to the point at which it has to converge to one point, it will make a decision. Either it's going to break out to the upside or break out to the downside. Now, you can't really predict which way it's going to go. You can speculate, we can't predict. Sometimes, so the best situation is just to wait for it to converge to that point, and then pick your trade. And once it's broken out, consolidated, then gone that direction. So, for example, if this actually is a converging wedge, I'm not sure it is yet, so I'm just speculating on it. Then once it breaks out to that, it could potentially break out to the upside, bounce off of the old resistance as a new support, then go up. It could break out to the downside, bounce off the old support as a new resistance, and then sell off. Now, personally, I think what's most likely to happen is a sell-off, just because the market's just been selling off, and coronavirus doesn't seem like it's letting up anytime soon. All these countries are closing their borders, quarantining, all this type of stuff. It's not going to help the markets. Economies are going to come to a standstill. People are actually working from home more, all this type of stuff. So I don't see how this could be beneficial for the economy. So I'd probably have a short bias just because of the economic situation we're in, but we can't guess and preempt any trades. So I'd wait for, first of all, a converging wedge to be confirmed, and then I wait for a breakout to one side or the other before I could take a position, whether it's a long or short. So that's the trade I'm actually looking at right now to potentially take for my next trade. There's others that I might look at right now, but this is the first one on my list.